Most traders think strategy is the reason they're not profitable. Let me tell you something. It's not. Strategy isn't the problem. Discipline is. And today I want to show you through real life experience why discipline beats strategy every single time. What's going on, beautiful people? And welcome back to another installment of Trading with Alex. This is yours truly. And we have been in a foundational series, if you will. Most people call it trading psychology. I want to call it life alignment because I believe that how you do one thing in one area of life will show up through multiple areas of life. And we have been echoing this theme that trading in this market will expose some of the cracks and some of the deficiencies and some of the things that we need to reflect on and look in the mirror. And we're going to jump right into it today. Here's the truth that most people don't want to hear is a mediocre strategy with discipline will outperform a brilliant strategy with it, because the market doesn't reward intelligence. Oh my God, what did Alex just say? It rewards execution. And if you stick around long enough, I'm going to break down exactly why. And execution has nothing to do with how smart you are. This is why I love trading, because it dispels the myth that you have to be super intelligent to invest or to trade. We're dispelling myths as we go. And this is so beautiful. It has everything to do with how disciplined you are. This reminds me of the gym, going to the gym. I like to work out. And this is the same reason that most people with basic workouts who work out consistently end up in better shape with people who have the best supplements, the perfect workout plan, the perfect time frame, the perfect eating program, if you will, but it's inconsistent. So the person with the basic workout plan doesn't really know what they're doing too much in the gym, but knows the basics, knows how to properly eat right, and they're doing it consistently with discipline, will always beat the person who has the perfect body program, who barely follows this with discipline or consistency. It's just the truth. And I think we all know that person. I think we all know those people who have the best routine, the best supplements, the best advice, but no consistency. I think we all know these people. And we're not trying to single you people out, but January is a few days from now. And what are we going to see inside of the gym? The New Year's what? Resolutioners who, girl, this is the year for me to get my body yada yada right. Like, bro, I've been wanting a six pack for so long. I'm trying to get cut. I'm trying to get ripped. I'm trying to get buff. And they start off consistent. But then, truth be told, March rolls around, and those same New Year's resolutioners with the program, with the desire, with the know how and the bandwidth to get in shape typically fizzle out of the gym. And we don't see them again until 30 days before summer, trying to cram everything that they want to do within 30 days to have this summer body for their beach trip, their hot girl summers, or whatever type of getaways that you're doing. You want to wear that eeny teeny yellow dot polka dotted bikini in the summertime, but you haven't done the consistent work and you think cramming it in into 30 days is going to do you justice. Doesn't work that way. Trading works the same way. The basics done consistently beats the complexity done emotionally, because that's emotional. The New Year's resolutioners are emotional about getting healthy instead of making this a consistent habit, making this a consistent lifestyle. And I'm not trying to beat up on the New Year's resolutioners. I'm not trying to say that there is something wrong with New Year's resolutions. What I am saying that a new year without the consistency or the same old lack thereof of discipline will get you the same results that you had this year in 2025. I'm just here to make sure that we're aligned. I'm here to cut it to you straight. And what we fall, or what you see many people fall victim to in this market, is most traders are chasing a strategy. Most traders are chasing the new setup, the new indicators, the new system, or oh, this new computer is going to, this is what's going to make me profitable, or this workout plan, this is what's going to finally do it. It's going to finally get me into shape. You can create all the new strategies you want. You can look up all the new setups. You can read all the books. You can have all the new systems that you want in trading, but it's not going to cut it. And most traders are chasing this thing because it feels productive. You're doing this because it feels like that you're moving forward, that you are progressing, when all you're doing is standing in place. It feels productive. It gives you the illusion of this progress without, here's the key phrase, without demanding personal responsibility. Now let's unpack this for a moment, because I believe this portion right here, it really hits home. Without demanding personal responsibility. And here's what I mean by that. Because if strategy fails, or if the new system fails, if it's the new laptop that you bought or the new internet connection, when it fails, when the indicators doesn't go your way, or when the trading mentor that you're following loses a trade, or you don't follow his instructions because you're inconsistent, or you lack discipline, or her instructions because you lack consistency and discipline, then instead of taking personal responsibility, it's now because it's the strategy. It failed me. No, it was my mentor. I had the wrong mentor. They they failed me, which that might be the case sometimes. Or this is the wrong setup. It failed me. This is the wrong system. It failed me. So now we move and we shift the goalposts from personal responsibility into, we blame other things. We blame the strategy. But here's why I say discipline will beat strategy any day, because here's the key shift, the paradigm shift that we need to make. Because if discipline fails, you have no one else to blame. You have to look at the man or the woman in the mirror when discipline fails you, because now that is a you problem, and we can no longer tongue twister today, and we can no longer pass blame to other things and to other people. It allows us to stand firm and look and say, you know what? I need to buckle down. You know what? It's me. I need discipline. I need to hold myself accountable and finally doing the thing that it is that I said that I wanted to do. So we have to take responsibility for all of these things, because I'm telling you from a place not of what I read in a book. For me, that was me. Now, there were times I did have the wrong mentor, but there were moments that, it goes back to previous videos, I was treating trading like a hobby. where I was casually thinking I was doing the right thing because I'm a former athlete. I am no stranger to hard work or having a strong work ethic or being consistent or showing up and being disciplined into things that I really desire to do. And what happened for me and where I had to align myself with this truth is that I didn't love the process of trading. I just wanted the outcome. I just wanted the results of the money. But when you learn to fall in love with the process of something, you'll be disciplined. You'll be dedicated. You'll be committed. You'll be consistent. You'll show up on the weekends when people are trying to go out and show out. You'll be in the house studying the charts, back testing, which we're going to go over all of those things as well if you don't know what those things are. And so I want to put it to you this way, because discipline is it's really for your benefit, if I'm being honest. Let's think about discipline for a moment like a speed bump or speed limit. Speed limits aren't there to stop you from driving. I'll say it again. Speed limits aren't there on the freeway, on the back roads, in the city street limits. They're not there to stop you from driving. They're there to keep you alive. Trading rules work the same way. They're not restrictive, they are protective. They are. I've said it before, freedom can only exist through the boundaries that we set. Can you imagine there being no speed limits on the freeway? Now, mind you, I live in California. People already drive crazy as it is, 30 over the speed limit. But we would have a lot more freak accidents on the freeway or even in the city limits if there was no speed limit. So they're designed to protect you. Discipline is that speed limit. Allow it to protect you. But here's the thing. You know what I figured out? This is what I figured out right here. Most traders don't want protection. Most people, we don't even got to put this into a box of just traders, even though this is a trading channel. Most people don't want protection. We are living in a day and age where people are chasing excitement. People are chasing the thrill. We're living in a sensationalism age where no one wants protection anymore. We just want the next thrill. That's where we are. And that's a dangerous place to be. Living a life without speed limits, living a life without protection is Russian roulette. Living a life for excitement and thrill and sensationalism will get you nowhere fast. And I want to be completely transparent with you. I know you guys saw the title or the thumbnail of this video, rather. Yes, this is what a lack of discipline looks like. I lost 10,000, and it came from chasing a thrill. Chasing a thrill or doing the one thing that I said we shouldn't do. The most dangerous phrase popped up. It's just this one time. And I was trading, and this wasn't anything 5 years, 6 years in the past. This was about a year and a half ago, maybe even 2 years ago. And I'm well seasoned into my trading journey where I was taking a trade and the trade setup was a setup within my time frame, was within my rules as far as why I would enter the trade. But here's something that I did. I over leveraged. Over leverage means you risk more than 1 to 2% of your trading account. And this trade, it had to be like 10% of my trading account. Just utter complete foolishness. I know. I know. And here's the thing. I won the trade because it was an A setup. The setup looked great. It followed my rules, it followed my plan, but I just over leveraged. And here's the thing is, like I said, the most dangerous phrase in life is it's just this one time. And that's what I said. You know what? It's just this one time. It was a perfect setup. Probably won't do it again. Until another trade setup came. It looked like it was an A setup within my rules, within my time frame. I took the trade. I used the same risk, which was over leveraging, like I did in the previous trade before. That trade that I over leveraged and won was about a $5,000 trade. 5 grand within 30 minutes. I don't say that to flex on you or to impress you, but I'm trying to impress upon you the power of learning a new skill and being disciplined with this thing that we call trading. 5 grand in one trade. So I'm like, cool, perfect. Within 30 minutes. Great. The next trading day. The next day, thought this was an A setup. Was within my rules and within my reason. I used the same leverage that I just won 5 grand with the other day. Over leverage. Lost 2 grand. And here's the danger of this is I could have only lost $200, but instead, since I over leveraged, I lost 2 grand. And here's the danger of breaking one rule and saying it's just this one time. Because when you do it once, it opens up the floodgates in the doorway for you to break multiple rules. So now, not only did I break a rule of over leveraging, now I broke another rule. I revenge traded. I should have stopped, called it a day. I didn't. I wanted to make my money back and then some, which you should never do because now it turns from pure probability, pure strategy to now I'm undisciplined. I'm a little frantic, a little impulsive, a little emotional, a little upset because I just lost money, but it was only 2 grand out of the 5. Alex, you could have just stopped, but I didn't. It's a crazy thing when you allow emotion to overwhelm you. Took another trade, tried to win it back, over leveraged again, lost it again. I said, all right, I'm done for the day. Came back the next trading day. Instead of lowering my risk, I increased it to try to gain back the profit that I had just lost the previous 2 days. When I tell you, I took my trading account from 10 plus thousand all the way down to $100. And then that $100 eventually became none. I was sick to my stomach because Alex, why didn't you just follow the rules? Why didn't you just stop at that one thing? It becomes a dangerous thing. It becomes so dangerous when you just break that one rule because it can turn into a domino effect into the opposite direction now that no longer becomes conducive to the growth that you're headed. So did I had to learn a $10,000 lesson? No, I didn't have to learn it. But this is what happens. This is a real life story that I can now look back on and gather from. That's the cost of tuition. That's the cost of being undisciplined. You had a great strategy, you were just undisciplined. You had a great setup, you were just undisciplined. And I want to be clear, nobody wakes up in the morning time and says, you know what, today feels like a great day to just self-destruct on all of the rules. Today feels like a great day to just self-sabotage yourself. No, didn't wake up that way. But this is why discipline is so important, because discipline wouldn't have over leveraged. Discipline would have capped the loss. Discipline would have kept me in the game. But once you break discipline, and once it breaks, strategy doesn't matter anymore. The trading plan doesn't matter anymore. The rules doesn't matter anymore. Rules don't protect you when you're winning. Rules protect you when you're emotional. I'll say that again. Rules do not protect you when you're winning, because half of the time you don't even know the reason that you're winning. Rules are designed and put in place as checks and balances for us when we are emotional, because that's when you're going to need discipline the most. That's when you're going to need the rules, the precepts, the principles the most. That's when they're the most important, when we're emotionally out of whack, when we are mentally misaligned. This is where rules come in to protect us. Those are the speed limits in life. Those are the speed bumps in life that come to adjust to us as we go through this process. So don't be so irrational. Don't be so impulsive to break the rules. Think of it this way. Let's think of a casino for a second. Casinos don't win because they guess right every time. Casinos aren't emotional. You know why casinos win? I know some of you are saying because it's rigged, bro. It's rigged. Vegas is cheating. Now, I'm not here to accuse Vegas or casinos. That very well may be true, but we have to shift our mindset from there. You know why casinos really win? Is because they never break their rules. Casinos have a set structure, strategy, systems, and rules in place. Casinos are about probability over emotion. And here's the thing is they are the reason that they're so good at this probability, because they're playing on the emotions of people. And that's what makes you think the game is rigged. But if we had more self-control, if we had more discipline, the probabilities and the odds could statistically be a little bit more in our favor if we thought about things rationally, strategically, with discipline and with some form of strategy. The odds may work out in your favor just a tad bit more. But a lot of time people bet the house, they over leverage, meaning greed, spend their whole paycheck in one night at the casino. Why? Not because of probability. Why? Because of lack of discipline, self-control, and the overwhelming of their emotions. And discipline is what allows the probability to actually work. Let me be clear. Strategy is very important. It is very important because you have to have a plan. Strategy is what gives you an edge in the market. It's what gives you an edge in the field that you're trying to operate in, but discipline allows the edge to play out. Discipline is what allows the edge to pay. I know the saying, it says everybody has a plan or strategy until they get punched in the mouth, meaning you have two options when you get punched in the face. You have the ability to either react or respond. And when most people get punched in the face, they react instead of respond. And this is where emotion takes over. And this is where discipline can kick in. So the emotion takes over is the reaction, or the discipline taking over, meaning you still follow the strategy, you still follow the plan, even though you got hit in the mouth, and you respond to being punched in the face. A lot of people in life have been punched in the face, and a lot of us, our reaction has been to be overwhelmed with emotion. Life happens to us all. We all get punched in the face. But I want you to respond to life instead of react to it. So respond with a plan instead of react or overreact with your emotion. And this isn't just trading psychology. Again, this is about alignment. This is about identity. And discipline, it answers this one question for us: who's in charge when pressure shows up? Is it your emotions, or is it your system, what you believe? So who's in charge when pressure shows up? 2026 is about to be one heck of a year. I promise you that. For those who are disciplined, there is no limit to what you can accomplish this year in 2026. For those who are responding to life after being punched in the face with a plan, there's no ceiling for you in 2026. But for those of us who are still reacting to life after being punched in the face, it will be a continuation of 2025 and every year previously before that. Are you going to choose to respond to your health goals this year in the gym with discipline and a plan and follow through on that? Or are you going to continue to be reactionary and emotional about it? Like, this year, I feel it. I feel it. This is the year. This is the year we do it. And you don't do it. You don't. Let me be very clear. The market and trading is a lot like life. The market or life doesn't create flaws, it exposes them. That's what pressure, life, the market, I told you, that's what it's designed to do. It doesn't create anything in you, but it exposes everything and reveals everything that's within you. And I don't want to be too long-winded. Hopefully you've gained something from this video. Hopefully it makes sense to you that we need to be disciplined in life. And if you want discipline to beat strategy, it has to start here. Trade smaller than your ego wants. Stop trading when your rules say stop. Don't over leverage. Measure your success not by profit, but by execution, by following your plan. The goal isn't to win today. The goal is to still be here tomorrow. Because anybody can win today and then lose tomorrow. This is why discipline beats strategy every single time. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how profitable traders think in probabilities and not emotions. And these things are transferable to real life. So until next video, Lord willing, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, share this, subscribe, do your thing. Send this to as many people as possible. Go back and rewatch this video. Hopefully you were taking copious notes. And I'll see you next time. Grace and peace, family.